Yo, people. So, yeah, I've been wanting to do this video for a while. Just needed to get round to it. Collect some evidence. Um, yeah, basically, I'm calling out Jam for Freedom. I mean, when they first turned up, I heard they were coming to Brighton, and I was like, oh, that's cool, Like, I think I said something on their Instagram or whatever, like a lot of these people, you think they're genuine. Oh, come down, I missed it, blah, blah, blah. I was chatting like that. But, after a period of time, you start seeing who they associate with. You start seeing some of their views that they put up on their Facebook and on their social media. And then you start realising, like a lot of these shills, a lot of these controlled opposition, they're getting paid to do this to steer a certain narrative and take people a certain way. So the main guy for this Jam for Freedom, I don't know if there's anyone else involved. Obviously, there's different musicians involved. The main guy is called Campbell McLaughlin. This is him here. So there you can see he's a drummer, jamming his little heart out all over the country, setting up things connected with the world. But he's got a really good friend, Piers Corbyn. Now, I saw this originally, when I first saw them, before I realised Piers was part of it, I saw them on some viral thing, and it was like they were jamming in a park, and Piers Corbyn was with them, and he introduced them. So straight away, he was connected with them, and they couldn't wait to promote Piers Corbyn, help him out, the little controlled opposition shill Freemason that he is. Notice the purple here. Piers loves his purple when he's advertising. When he was advertising for his mayor thing, he loves the purple. So yeah, Jam for Freedom promoting Piers Corbyn. So straight away, that's when I started sort of sussing them. But you got to give people the benefit of the doubt. You got to sort of like see what happens. But when I started suspecting them, when I thought it was a bit weird, was when suddenly they got money off a certain musician named Eric Clapton. Now, I was like, where's he getting involved for? Where's Mr. Eric Clapton come from out of nowhere? Suddenly he's like fighting the system, blah, blah, blah. And at first of all, I thought, oh, fair play to him. But, I sat back on it and thought, hold on a minute, this is Eric Clapton. Major player in the music industry, made millions, part of the industry for years. Suddenly he's against the system. But what he done is, he gave him his van to drive around the country and some money. And on the face of it, sounds amazing. Eric Clapton's fighting the system, blah, blah, blah. But, I started sort of thinking about, hold on a minute, this is Eric Clapton. He's been in the satanic music industry for years, making millions, and suddenly he's fighting the system. Didn't sit with me. And then he suddenly did this interview with Oracle, who Oracle's connected with Fiona High and Fiona Rose Diamond. Suddenly Clapton is doing this video, the interview about the jab, and it's gone viral. And but I mention a certain word, and they take my videos down. And here's a picture of Mr. Eric Clapton, a little bit younger, giving it the 666. So yeah, I'm thinking, hold on a minute. But like I said, Oracle's connected with Fiona Rose Diamond, Fiona Rose Diamond. They did the Ask Your Experts film, which is full of shills. It's just like a complete film of shills. So I know Oracle's part of it. They're on the payroll, connected with Fiona High and Fiona Rose Diamond. So Clapton's done this. He's connected with Jam for Freedom. And just to prove, like, I put something on their YouTube. And this was 6 months ago, as you can see. And, well, you can see what it says there. When I mention that on a YouTube video, it gets taken down and I get a strike, yet Oracle Films can do an interview and it goes viral. Do the maths, people. Not expecting this to be here long. Keep pressing forwards. Yeah, right. It's still there. It's still up because they're part of it. And Oracle Films are part of it, and Clapton's part of it, and Jam for Freedom are part of it. So, okay, we can maybe people. I'm not convincing people with that, but like I know from this point that they're part of it. But then I start to see who they start promoting. Who do they promote? Mr. Julian Assange. So now I know they're blatantly part of it because this is one big psyop controlled opposition nonsense. Like, yeah, I mean, this guy's. I mean, the stuff when you actually start looking in, and I don't want to go too deep into the Assange thing here, but once you start looking into Assange, he's blatantly part of the system. But let's just look at some little things with Assange. First of all, he appeared in The Simpsons, where they mention WikiLeaks. I mean, you don't. It's like The Simpsons is blatantly part of it. We all know that. And he appears in The Simpsons. So I'll just play the Simpsons bit here for you.
I miss our home, and I want to go back.
It's not perfect here, but it is close to nature. And if you have an axe to grind, WikiLeaks is right over there. How you doing, Mr. Assange?
That's my personal information, and you have no right to know about it. Hey, but we're neighbors. Would you like to come over for a movie sometime?
Is it Iraqi journalists being murdered?
Don't be ridiculous. It's an Afghan wedding being bombed.
Well, I've got a really big secret for you. I'm not wearing any underwear.
You know, you should really get out less.
So as you can see, you know, you don't get in The Simpsons without being part of it. It's that simple. They're blatantly part of it. We all know about that. But like, he also worked for The Economist and got an award. Now, The Economist is partly owned by the Rothschilds, so there's connections there. But this was like before he was known. But the bit that blatantly confirms it all for me is his views on 9/11. And this was from a Belfast newspaper from 2010. And as you can see, his quote here, I'm constantly annoyed that people are distracted by false conspiracies such as 9/11 when all around we provide evidence of real conspiracies for war or mass financial fraud. I mean, you know, 9/11's the thing that wakes people up. Like, if you start denying 9/11, like a bit like Noam Chomsky did, you know, you're on the payroll. You're blatantly part of that. So, as you can see, Jam for Freedom promoting Assange because they're part of the system and they have to do as they're told and they have to do their little thing, promoting Assange. And I've seen them doing it like with banners and blah blah blah. You know, if you're promoting Assange, you're part of the system. It's that simple. Like, or unless you really don't know about it, but when you're getting money from Eric Clapton and you're connected with Piers Corbyn and you're promoting Julian Assange and his fake bullshit, then you're part of the system. So I hope this is good evidence and wakes a few people up to another little shill. Campbell McLaughlin, Jam for Freedom. Shill, shill, shilly, shill, shill. Peace!